Are we going?
Yeah, man. What's up?
Cool. What's going on, dude?
How we doing, Max?
Yeah.
I call you Alex.
Alex, Max. Either one's good, man.
Yeah, man. Tell me about this book your friends are writing.
Yeah, so it's this girl in my class. Her name is Gianna Borello. She's really cool. We did these like presentations in class where it was like you had to. It's an altruism class, so it's neuroscience of altruism. Yeah.
What's that?
Like helping other people when it like doesn't benefit you. But I did my like personal presentation on free will and altruism because like no theories like talk about it, and I'm interested in free will, and we'll talk about that or whatever. But she like came up to me after class and was like, we should talk. So we had like a coffee chat. She's writing this book about quantum physics and like free will. It's it's super cool, great ideas. And so she was wondering if I could do like a guest chapter. So I'm writing like a guest chapter for her, I guess. It's on the neurobiological mechanisms because hers is all about physics, and I don't like quantum physics is cool, but I'm not like super good at it, like or like smart in that area. So I figured I could add some other expertise with like my neuroscience kind of ideas that I have. So
yeah. Well, I know this is something you're obsessed with. We've talked about it a couple times, and I know you've delved deep into it, so I hope I can keep up with you if you're talking about this today. But I'm excited because I find these topics very interesting too, and you know here and there I've read about them, and I think there's just so many different like pillars we can touch on, and like I mean, what the fuck does quantum mechanics have to do with free will? Like, what are the two have in common?
So her, it's not really like actually I think it is. It's a semi-established theory. Like quantum consciousness is like a thing that exists in the literature, but like her book is about how quantum states of particles, I don't know the words, so don't quote me, like the specifics of the words, so don't quote me, but like she's saying that some quantum states are affected when you observe them, and then
what's a quantum state?
I have no fucking clue. Well, I have some general idea. It's just like the particle appears a certain way or acts a certain way when it's observed versus when it's not observed.
So these are just any point of particles, like light particles?
I don't know what they are. I think it's, I mean, I have her book open, but it's going to take a while to get to it. But I think it's like
it's okay.
Just quantum particles, like quarks, stuff like that. I'm not 100% sure, but I haven't finished reading her like draft yet. But basically when they're observed, they change states or whatever. And she's saying that you have free will because God has allowed the mechanics of its universe, to change based on your interactions with it. So there's like, she's using a lot of theology, like religion and stuff, to combine with the quantum mechanics. So she's saying that like the Bible says like God has like some predetermined path for you. But she's saying that you can choose to follow it or not, and that those paths all exist simultaneously. You just have to, your interactions with the universe determine which path you go down. So, like, that's where the free will comes in. But I think that there should be a neurobiological, like, understanding for how that choice is being able to be made. Like, I don't know if she touches on that. I haven't gotten to that, but my theory on this idea. Oh. Your mic turned off?
Yeah, that was so weird.
Should I keep going?
Yeah, leave yours.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. All right, just continue where you left off.
I forgot. So my idea is
there should be some neurobiological.
Yeah, there should be some neurobiological grounding for this theory and also just like free will in general. So to back it up, the most important thing in the universe, in my opinion, is understanding consciousness. Because if we can figure out if we are conscious, where that's produced from, like whether it's local or non-local, local is in the brain, like produced in the brain, it's just like an evolutionary adaptation that helps us make decisions, and we're not actually conscious or something, that would be local. Then there's non-local theories where there's some external force, and there's literally like very popular theory, not very popular, but semi-popular theories of non-local consciousness. Oh yeah.
I think I'll switch to Audacity. I'll save the beginning. I haven't saved, so.
Okay, word.
Just continue.
I'm thinking.
Keep it up there. Hello, 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 hello. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Continue.
Yeah. So.
You're just still going, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Non-local theories of consciousness are theories of consciousness where there's some external factor acting on the brain. So, like, there's this one theory called orchestrated objective reduction that says quantum states and, like, microtubules in your neurons, like, produces your consciousness through some, like, crazy math. Like, he has, like, these proofs and stuff. It's fucking nuts.
Yeah.
But, where was I going with that? Oh, yeah. So I think that if you can prove non-local consciousness to some degree, you can prove, like, the existence of the external force. Like, in a research paper, you can't say God, because that's, like, you can't really talk about religion in science, but, like, you can say the external force, and that would imply God or some other thing. Like, when I say God, I just mean, like, some infinitely powerful force beyond our comprehension, that whether it's be whatever created the simulation, if we are in a simulation, or whatever just created the universe, whatever. That's a whole nother thing that also plays into DMT. But anyways, if we can prove that there's some external force acting on our consciousness, that's, like, the most important thing in the world to me, because then you can prove God. But it also ties into free will, because if there is some sort of God or external force, that means we're getting our decisions from somewhere else, which means that we might have free will to a degree. So that's how that ties into her concepts. But the way I'm writing my chapter is, I believe that DMT, endogenous DMT, the DMT that's produced in your brain, which a lot of animals and plants have DMT in them, like, all the time. It's crazy.
More than humans?
Yeah, like, well, there's the cappy vine in the Amazon. That's, like, how ayahuasca's made. Okay. They brew it. It's a decoction or whatever. There's a bunch of vines in the Amazon.
Well, when we said animals, they mean, like, animals producing in their brain.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just, like, found.
So there's sheep walking around just hallucinating and shit?
No one's, I mean, well, that's the thing. We don't know what it's doing. There's, like, some research that suggests it's to help in oxidative stress, like, or hypoxic or whatever, where DMT acts as, like, a protectant against, like, cell death during oxygen loss. But we don't know if it's, like, a neurotransmitter, like, if it's binding to your synapses to produce some effect, or we don't, like, what if it's producing consciousness? That's part of this theory. That is the theory, like, that I'm proposing in this chapter. But endogenous DMT is very, like, crazy, because why do so many things have it, and why in such high doses are we able to access consistently similar alternate realities that are beyond, like, what the waking brain could generate? Like,
yeah,
it's insane.
It's interesting. I mean, I feel like a huge part of creativity comes from there, right? I mean, I feel like, sure, when you take a mushroom, right? I mean, the experience you have is a totally non-human, like, a totally, like, different world experience, right? But I'm sure there's, like, a little bit of that production in the back of your subconscious brain that, like, when you're sleeping, you're dreaming, like, all this shit's kind of happening in the background that leads to, like, new ideas. So, I mean, in some way, there's probably some evolutionary advantage to
DMT?
I don't know. I mean, like, I don't know. I haven't read enough about what DMT does specifically, but I know there's probably some connection between your subconscious mind, DMT, dreaming, and all these things kind of come together. I know there's a big part of creativity in that, for sure.
Yeah, it's possible. I haven't really looked at... creativity is, like, a big portion of psychology that I've read about. Or not that I've read about, but I've seen that it is a large portion. There's classes offered at the University of Michigan on creativity, like, in
understanding how creativity works.
Yeah, I'm not experienced in that field, though, but I'd imagine if consciousness does exist and it's influenced in some degree by DMT, we could look at DMT as a potential, like, neurotransmitter for creativity, which would be crazy.
Imagine everyone's on DMT fucking come up with crazy
ideas. Yeah. I mean, we might all be on it constantly, and that's how our reality is generated. But we don't know. That's going to take a lot more highly speculative research to figure out.
Well, I want to go back to, I found the local versus non-local thing very interesting because, I mean, when someone brings up the question, like, can you scientifically prove God? Like, it just sounds so crazy.
Yeah,
right?
no, it's ridiculous.
Like, I'm sure people have been kind of thinking about that for the last few centuries, ever since the science revolution started, right? Like, how can you prove God? And I guess the Neanderthal, like, the first way you think about that is, like, well, can you prove something that doesn't follow the laws of science, right? Like people, like when you see a UFO or you see like a fast moving thing underwater, right? Like that, people can use that as evidence of not only maybe God but also alien life or something that we don't have the answers to yet.
Yeah.
So like that's one level of like, can you prove God exists? But I mean, the angle you looked at with this, what she's trying to talk about, something I haven't really thought about before, that if you can like go to free will and consciousness and see that, you know, like, I mean, there've been a shit ton of researchers and scientists that have like tried to prove the source of consciousness in your brain, and there's been some crazy scientists that have like cut people's parts of their brains out to see like how they change and the way they act, and I mean there's no consensus yet, but I mean if you could prove that like, oh yeah, that your consciousness comes from like this part of your brain, then it's like, okay, well now it's localized, it's from like some biological
exactly
thing, right?
Yeah, it's just an evolutionary process. And
then there's other theories where it's like it's kind of all parts of your brain working in tandem together that kind of produces it because of that. But I feel like you're not able to figure out a localized consciousness anywhere, but you can kind of find evidence that it's, you know, delocalized or kind of confusing and abstract. Like that's enough evidence to kind of start moving in the direction of like God too, which is like, that's an interesting connection.
It's like a twinge of evidence. Like we can't just foolproof like observe God. Like we can't just make like a 7th dimensional computer or something that's like, oh, we got a picture of God. Like you need like the tiny little picture that is semi irrefutable because there's no other explanation. Like you're not proving that God exists, you're proving that there is no chance that God doesn't exist, basically. Yeah,
it reminds me of something we used to learn in like math class, like in high school, that there's like this way of proving a theory where you don't directly prove the theory is true, but you prove that like there's no other potential thing that can be true.
Exactly.
Right, so that kind of is tying. I forgot the name what that is. But
that is it, yeah. If that had a name, I should probably know that because that's important.
I'll find that. I want to ask chat real quick. Because like that's on the tip of my tongue, because I took this... Because like I went to like the math program at high school was like the strongest program we had from all our programs, and they really like put a lot of time into screen recording. It's like teaching us like the theory behind everything we're learning from like pre-calc.
Yeah, that's sick.
I'm gonna do a screen recording if we can get on the...
That's how my physics class was, but I hated that guy. That guy sucked.
Yeah? Okay. Close all my other chats. Fuck.
I also just hate math.
Is mathematical way to prove a theory by proving that no other
theory is possible.
So it must be true. It's like kind of like induction. Induction is like if these two must be true, that's true. Proof by elimination, exhaustion.
Yeah.
Proof by exhaustion, you check every possible case and show all alternatives are false, so the remaining one must be true. I mean, yeah.
It's kind of a boring name for it, but
Proof by contradiction.
I thought it was gonna be some like big complicated like.
Yeah, some philosopher in 1800.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. So, what part are you specifically working on for the book? Like, what's like the kind of realm in which you're gonna explore?
Just that one chapter on it's called the alternate neurobiological mechanisms, because hers is more physics, like I said. Mine's more the perspective of like DMT interacting with the brain. So in like one section here, I'm gonna present evidence that we don't know what DMT is doing in the brain. Then evidence of exogenous DMT producing a different space or reality that is real, because people don't think like it's possible that it's just a psychedelic that makes your subconscious come to the surface or whatever, but I don't think that's true because of the consistency between trips, and people have met each other in the space. It's insane, dude.
Can you delve into that? Because I don't know too much about it.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's like people who like meditate consistently or whatever, who have good relations with someone like their girlfriend or whatever. I heard this one anecdote. This guy did like a really high mushroom dose. It's not DMT, but a very high mushroom dose, and they ended up in the same trip together. And when they woke up, he was like, "You remember that too? You had that same experience." You can look it up. It's in another podcast. It's called this guy Dope as Yola. He's like a weed YouTuber. He's cool, but
weed YouTuber.
Yeah, he like his girlfriend and him had that experience. There's other reports on like I don't know if they're peer reviewed, but that's a paper I want to do in the future. Peer reviewed journal entry on like shared trips. Like that would be insane.
It's hard to kind of put that into an experiment, right? Because like,
it would have to be like survey. I mean, it would obviously have limitations, but at some point, if someone does like a large scale psilocybin trial and there's other like reports going on, maybe if you try to promote it by having couples do it together or something like that in very high doses, that's probably not going to be approved by the IRB. But
that'd be sick though.
Yeah. But yeah, so there's that evidence that like trips can be shared.
How frequently has that happened from what you've read? Like, is it like,
like
oh
people
my God,
share trips?
Like it happened once, or like it's happened like multiple times?
It's super rare, but it like, I don't like why would people just lie about this shit? Like, I understand it's the internet and people lie all the time, like, but I just don't think that. I don't know. I feel like people want to advance like the understanding of DMT, and I feel like that's like a shared goal in like the psychedelic community, the science community. Like, and if people are making these blog posts and they're passionate about this shit, I don't think they're gonna be lying about it. But that's not a good enough basis to go off and be like, oh yeah, it's definitely true. So that's why I think a peer-reviewed article is necessary.
Yeah, because I find this really cool, but it's hard to like believe almost, because anyone can't see anything, you know.
Yeah, that's why I want to do it. I mean, there's grounds to start like a paper, like in the peer review. It could be like, there's been anecdotes of this, and then I obviously won't be citing scholarly articles, but that's an area that needs to be looked over in my opinion. But and I could always start with like some preliminary trial that's not like super valid, but whatever.
Yeah,
I don't know. That's like a very specific region of DMT, the DMT experience. That's not like one that I would really focus on, because like again, it's kind of semi-invalid. But more importantly, like, it's the shared aspects that, like, between trips. Like, most people experience the same things, like consistent reports of like seeing praying mantises, like lizard people, and they call them machine elves. That shit's really interesting. Yeah, they're it's like hyper technologically advanced, like so powerful you can't like fully understand what you're seeing, and it's insane. And then Dr. Rick Strassman has his book where he did like a ton of DMT trials, and
on his own.
No, on participants. It was the first. I forgot which year it was. It was like one of the first like widespread, just like trying to figure out what DMT does, basically. Or like, not what DMT, we knew what it did, but like just trying to get a bunch more anecdotes of the space, and obviously to like treat depression or whatever, like, because that's what psychedelics are. That's what you say when you're doing a research paper, and that's mostly what people are actually doing. But like, if I feel like having an ulterior motive as well, like trying to see like, could this person have the experience of meeting someone who is also tripping in their thing while I'm still studying DMT to like see if it can help depression or whatever. But that's a different topic, I guess. But
yeah, because like I guess my understanding of it is, you know, you kind of live and it's kind of like dreaming but you're awake. You know, you're kind of accessing the world through your subconscious mind and how it sees it, right? So when you say these like shared experiences and you see like similar anecdotes of like people and things they see like that, it gets kind of interesting, because if you start to see that, if you do like more advanced trials at bigger volume and we can see those patterns, like that's really interesting to explore, right? But like, just playing devil's advocate, I feel like, okay, maybe there are similar things I see because all human brains kind of evolve in the same way. So all subconscious mind kind of works in the same way, in the story-based way, which is like probably what would happen if it is doing what it was doing.
Yeah.
But it is still very interesting.
That is a big argument against it that I've considered. But I think that the most important thing besides those two like aspects of DMT is the research they're doing right now. It's called DMT-X. It's at UCSD and I think Cambridge, where they're keeping people suspended in the DMT state for like hours, because it acts as an anesthetic when it's administered intravenously or intramuscularly. I don't remember. But you can keep someone in the space indefinitely, theoretically, like if you feed them and like give them water or whatever.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah. So Dr. Gallimore, this like one of my favorite professors, not here. He is like Imperial College of London or some shit. That's where he's also in Japan. I don't know. He's a crazy guy. I'll talk about him in a second. He has another wild theory about consciousness, but actually, this is mostly this is a lot of his a lot of what I think about DMT comes from him. Most of this is his stuff, but he proposed that we can establish communication between people in the space and like researchers outside, so that the people in the space can talk to the entities that are in there, like figure shit out, and then he's saying if you like. They'll make like a Morse code kind of thing with their fingers, because they're not very conscious of the outside world, but like if you can train them to be in it for so long and like master your motor control, you can be able to communicate in the outside like through Morse code. Yeah. So like he proposed like mapping the space, if it is like a tangible reality, and all like the results of this stuff would prove in my opinion, it would prove like 100%, but like to the science community, it'd be like, okay,
what if they showed like it's the same map?
If they showed that they could map it, it was a consistent reality. It didn't just warp because your brain is just producing some random image. And if you could establish communication with the entities who are seemingly extremely intelligent, like what do they say? Like, are they gonna give us like the answer to some like crazy theoretical physics question that we don't know yet, and it's true? Like that could prove like pretty solidly that it is a real experience, a real reality that's going on outside of your waking world. Like that's the big.
I guess the question is like, why do you take DMT to enter that world? Like, what's the connection with this like plant? You know.
Well, that's where it ties back into consciousness, because I think that it is like on a low level influencing how we are aware, and it somehow taps us into God or an external force by being like an antenna. That's Terence McKenna's idea, who was like a big psychedelic visionary, basically, in the 70s, I think? 60s or 70s? What was I saying? It's like an antenna. What was I saying? I'm distracted by him. He's a very interesting guy.
I've done that before. Well, we were talking about like if there's a shared space map proof.
DMT ties back into consciousness.
Oh yeah, so like what's the connection with this like plant DMT?
Oh yeah, so if it's acting like as some low level antenna for our consciousness, maybe a higher dose brings us out from just being an antenna to like going into like a VR headset that's like showing us what we're tapping into because it's such a high dose. I don't know why that would be, and that would take some like quantum physics or something to figure out why that's going on. I'm more interested in like the neuroscience side, but if we have like a little bit of evidence, that's still interesting to me. Like,
yeah.
So.
Well, it just gives you more questions. Every step of the way.
Yeah.
And, when did research around this start? Because I know people have been fucking around with this stuff for a while.
DMT?
Yeah.
So, before the drug act, the 1960s drug act or whatever, like there was some pretty interesting research going on. Like they're showing like the potential for psychedelics to help in like disorders or whatever. And they're finding the effects, and then everything got shut down with like the Vietnam War, and supposedly it's because, or like in conspiracy theory world, it's like psychedelics are making people too loving or whatever, and like we were getting advanced too much, and we were trying to fight this war, Vietnam War, and because of psychedelics, everyone, like the hippie movement, everyone was being too like, oh, let's not fight the war, but the government's like, yeah, we're fighting this war, and the source of this like distaste for the war is drugs, so we're gonna shut them down. So that was like the conspiracy as to why like psychedelics and psychedelic research got super illegal and whatever. But recently, I think early 2000s, 2006-ish, 2005-ish, that's when research started picking up like crazy. I'm going to look up, when was Strausman's book published? Yeah, 2001, so early 2000s.
Because there were a lot of regulations, I remember, after the Cold War. And it was only recently when it started getting legalized, at least for medical use.
Yeah, exactly. And most of that book that I'm talking about, the 2001 Straussman book, was, it's called DMT, the Spirit Molecule, if you want to read it. But I read it, it was really cool. But most of that book is about, like, the legal loopholes he had to jump through and, like, all the parameters. It's crazy. But literally, like, half the book is on that. So it's very hard to do, like, psychedelic research. But
still?
Yeah. I mean, here we have a pretty good, like, program going, but the shit I'm doing is, like, it's not working with the drug itself. It's just, like, anecdotes.
It's like online research.
Yeah. It's like at some point I would like to do, like, I would like to be on the DMTX.
Are you focusing on DMT, or are you, like, looking at other psychedelics too?
DMT, like, that's, like, where I think the consciousness is gonna. That's the direction of conscious theory, in my opinion. But this is what I was going to talk about earlier with Dr. Gallimore. He says we will never be able to understand consciousness because it's not non-local and it's not local. It's so beyond us. That's what he said in a talk that I just attended. It wasn't in person, it was on Zoom, but it was very cool. But yeah, that's what he said. And I was like, I'd never thought of that. Like, we put these non-human problems into human terms, or potentially non-human problems into human terms, and, like, that can't capture a phenomenon as insane as consciousness and free will. Possibly. I don't know.
I think the only thing we can get to is if we have enough proof of inconsistencies within the human understanding that, like, okay, at least you know there's something bigger. You know, like, you were doing, like, let's say they figure out a way to get the Morse code down and they're communicating, and there's just so much shit that they can't explain. At least that's, like, proof that, like, okay, we've tried to dumb it down to human language, and human language, like, 1 + 2 = 4 now. Like, fuck, what do we do? Exactly. We can't figure it out, but at least we know something.
Goes back to the, what was it called?
Proof of exhaustion.
Proof of exhaustion, yeah.
You gotta put that in the book, bro.
Yeah, I'm going to. That's actually a great way to start, because I'm just working on the first paragraph right now. So I have the whole outline. It's like a 3-page long outline.
Okay, I like
but
it.
I'm just starting the introduction, and I'm definitely going to say proposing a theory of, like, proof by exhaustion. That's sick.
Is this book more, like, science heavy, research heavy, or is it more for the casual reader, just kind of enjoy?
I think it's. I haven't read the whole thing. I think it's pretty science heavy, and theology, like, religion heavy.
It's so interesting those two come together.
Yeah, I think that's a super important thing that needs to be considered in science, especially because, like, I've heard of a lot of researchers saying, like, they believe in God, like the Big Bang. Where did the singularity that caused the Big Bang come from? Like, we don't know. Well, could it be because the universe, like, collapses at the end and whatever, and that becomes singularity? But where does that come from? An external force, God, I don't know. Crazy.
Yeah, we'll call it external force.
Yeah.
So what do you think about all this? Like, where's your stance? What do you think?
Yeah.
Your perspective on this has probably evolved so much over time.
Yeah.
And when I say that question, I mean everything from, like, universe, God, life, consciousness. Like, what in everything you've read so far in your world, Max, like, what do you think about everything?
I think that there is a God, and I think that it has given us free will to a degree. And that's kind of what I'm trying to prove with my research. Like, and my ultimate goal in life is, like, once I'm, like, 60 and I've done all my research and I have the grounds to say these things, I'm going to publish a book on, like, this is scientific proof of God. There's other books like this, but they're kind of shitty. And the thing with books is most of them aren't peer reviewed, so you can kind of just say whatever. But, like, I'm going to, like, have it vetted and, like, have all my own research that I've conducted over the years put into this book to be like, God is real. This is the science why. As of now, I don't know if I've told you this. I wanted to be a priest when I was a kid. Yeah, I went to, like, seminary, or I went to a seminary to tour one time. I was in 8th grade. Yeah, I was, like, really into this shit. I was, like, an altar server. I did lecturing. I was a Eucharistic minister. Like, I was really into religion. And
what was so attractive to you at first about it? What do you think?
Answers, because, like, I want to know, like, what's going on in the universe. And God was, like, an easy answer. And then I realized it's not so easy because it's not 100% real and it's based on faith or whatever. And like, that's not sufficient for me, in my opinion, for now. Maybe at some point, once I've like figured my shit out, like maybe that would be a good answer, is faith. But like, for now, I think that there is potential to prove God through science, and that's what I want to do. But
this is kind of off topic. I'll let you finish your story.
Yeah.
But like,
no, that's about it.
Don't you think that like the whole idea of God and faith comes from the idea that there's no proof for it? Like, if there's proof for it, doesn't it kill it, kind of?
Yeah, exactly. That's why faith like is pushed so hard in like religions. They're like, you believe in it, even though there's no like there's evidence, but it's from like 10,000 years ago. We just gotta believe it's true. Like, I think that's bullshit. So if we can remove the need for faith, then like maybe every religion's right, and like maybe we can stop like fighting or whatever. Maybe we can make one big religion that there actually is monism. It's like every religion put together, but
I mean, there's a lot of similarities.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. But yeah, I believe that God exists, and I believe that we have free will, and DMT is involved in it somehow, and I want to just prove that. So that's my whole MO.
How long have you been working on this project of proving God? Because you have the 60-year timeline down.
Yeah,
so making progress.
I guess since I got here, like at school, like I'm laying the foundation right now, just doing research, trying to interact with professors and like get my CV good so I can apply to grad school. And then once I'm in grad school, I hopefully can go to UCSD, get involved in the DMTX stuff, and then that's when like things are really going to ramp up in my hopefully that's the ideal situation, is I can work on DMTX, and then from there I should be able to skyrocket in terms of like research I'm putting out and things I'm able to say.
Okay.
But yeah, definitely long-term goals, because research moves really slow. Academia, I've recently had a pretty crazy experience in academia. I won't talk about it because it's kind of bad, and I don't want to I don't know, whatever. But
that's fine,
yeah, I'm finding academia to be slow. You need to take a lot of steps, verify things, get approvals. Yeah, so that'll definitely, that's why it's like a 60-year time frame. But yeah.
So how does one prove the existence of God? You know, we touched on a few things, and you said there's a lot of books that exist. So I'm curious, like, what have people done in the past?
I haven't read those books because I think they're bullshit. I've always just seen the cover like proof of God or like whatever, and it's like, I don't know if you have proof right now. Like, where's the science that like says this is true? And most of them are probably just gonna be like, this Bible verse said this, and then like this happened today. Like, I don't know about that.
You don't like those?
No, I need scientific.
So what does that mean? You need science, like what?
Like empirical evidence that something's going on. Like, if we have contact with DMT entities that give us like some theoretical physics equation that's true. Like that's empirical science to me, in my opinion. Like something along those lines, I guess. That's kind of abstract, but
I mean, there'll be so many skeptics around it too.
Oh yeah, no, there's gonna be skeptics around anything. Like I'm skeptic of my own research. Like that's why I switched from religion to science. I'm skeptical.
So you were a religion major before? I mean,
No.
Okay, when you were younger, you were just into
it. Yeah, okay. I decided I want to do like psych, BCN, neuro stuff in high school. I was gonna be a writer. I was gonna go to school for writing because I thought that I could write about this stuff and it'd be fine. But I was like, no, I need backing. I need like.
No one's gonna listen to it anyways.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I do like writing. I'm a creative writing minor. Yeah, stupid. But
that's cool though.
I don't know. I don't really use it a lot. It's just like it helps me like word papers in like a more efficient way. Like to be more interesting.
Writing is like, I realize how hard writing is when like it's been 2 years since I have written anything.
Really?
Because like I'm a CS major, so.
Yeah.
If I have English 125, I'm gonna chat it. You know, like I'm not gonna write it as a.
Well, you're writing in like a different language, basically. Like that shit is so interesting.
It's more like a puzzle though than writing. Because I've tried to write recently actually, and it's. You know, when you stop doing it for 2 years, you're like, holy shit. Like, I don't even write emails no more, right? So it's like...
Yeah. I love writing. I love writing papers and stuff. That's another thing I want to do is publish, like, sci-fi books about my theories, but, like, in a story kind of thing. Like,
fiction.
What if this was true? And then, like, write a story off that.
I love reading. I love to read.
Oh yeah, I also like reading. I haven't had a lot of time though. Like, I wish I had more time, but.
Yeah, I usually just read over breaks now. I've just accepted that when I'm here. I'm in the zone. So.
What do you read?
I'm reading The Count of Monte Cristo right now. Have you heard of it?
So I've seen the movie.
Oh, there's a movie for it? It's a really good book so far. I'm like 16 chapters in, and I looked at the back, there's 100 chapters, so I'm like,
holy shit.
The book is like this fat. I have it in my
That's
back,
crazy.
Yeah,
let me see. That's fucking nuts. The movie's really good. I think it's from like the 80s or some shit. Jesus.
Count of Monte Cristo.
Fucking brick, dude.
It's a great book.
That's sick.
Because I used to read when I was younger a lot, then I stopped. Then I started reading again in high school, but it was all like self-help books. Mm-hmm. And I think I took a break from reading as well. And I think now I'm trying to go back into fiction because, I mean, I just think that self-help books were great, but what I need right now is more to think in different ways. You know, like I feel like I'm at a place where I'm pretty happy with like everything I've achieved. And obviously I'm going to keep working on goals, but I think what I need more is not like more advice on how to achieve my goals, but more just like to get out of my head and like think in a different way.
Do you meditate?
I actually used to for a while.
Yeah.
I've stopped. But for like a year or two I did it every day.
Nice.
But
I think meditating is really
tell me about
really
meditating.
Important. I didn't meditate for like a month recently just because I had a lot of like work going on, but I started meditating like 3 years ago, and that's really helped like discipline and stuff, you know. And mostly I started doing it in freshman year to like alleviate stress, because I would like, I still do, I get like pretty anxious about like deadlines and shit. Like, you should see my Google Calendar is insane. I don't know if I think I should.
Oh, yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, it's fucking nuts. It has everything.
Just like a snapshot of your brain, like how your brain.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's nuts. I also write like goals at the top. Like,
that's good.
One of my goals right now is to increase flexibility.
I like it.
Injury prevention, but yeah.
So what do you do for that? Just stretching every day?
Yeah, well that's why. So that ties into meditating. So I meditate and stretch for 15 to 20 minutes before bed now.
I like that.
I used to do that like freshman and sophomore year as well, but this year hasn't been super good. Like the first month I didn't really do it, but I like about 2 weeks ago I got way back into it, and been my first time I like went back into it, I did it for like an hour, and I was just like going crazy, like very deep meditation. It was awesome.
So I think everyone meditates a little differently. So for you, like, what is meditating for you?
A lot of like mindfulness to start. Like, this is like I just pay attention to my breathing and my heart rate and shit, and like as I'm stretching, like my body movements, and then after I've like finished my whole stretches, then I'll like just kind of just sit on the floor, or like in a like some yoga pose or whatever, and then like not think about anything, and then slowly like start thinking of like the mantra that I'm like trying to figure out. Like recently it's like I'm like strong, confident, capable of overcoming the shit that's going on, whatever. And then I think about like the meaning of each of those words and like feel like the context of them, and then just like say it over and over until it just like becomes ingrained. I can just like automatically think of it, and then again, and then after that just like think of nothing. And it's really hard to not think of anything. It's like crazy. So what I do is just like focus on like how my breathing feels, like really shallow breaths, so I'm not getting a lot of oxygen. Oxygen deprivation is a thing that they say in meditation that can access like your pineal gland and release DMT or whatever. So I haven't experienced that, but I have done a lot of breath work at the end, and that like kind of just chills me out, and then I'm ready for bed, you know.
That's good. I'm sure you can sleep better.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Interesting, man, because can you go for like a long period of time without thinking? I'm sure like a thought just popped in my head, but when you're meditating,
the thoughts are always going to come back. Like that's the problem, or not the problem. That's like it's not a bad thing. It's just like a thing that happens in meditation that you have to deal with. Like that is your mind going. You just got to silence it, and that's the silencing is like the practice of meditation. It's just like, in my opinion, it's just not think of anything. Think of my breathing instead. Think of how my breathing is like radiating through my body or whatever, how that feels. Like, That's really what I focus on.
Yeah, I mean, when I first used to meditate, I used to get pissed off so much because I'm like, stop thinking, thinking. And then I'm like 10 minutes later, shit, I was just thinking about something for 10 minutes. But it got better for me when I started like thinking about it as a cycle instead of a constant state. So I think at some point I accepted I'm going to think about things. So I guess my approach was, okay, sit here, focus on my breath, don't think about anything. Boom, a thought pops in my mind. And I'm not conscious about it at first. It's just there. And then the third step is I become conscious of it. I'm like, shoot, I was just thinking about something. Refocus.
That's a great way to think about it. A cycle.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay, now it's like, it's not like I'm doing great. I'm in like the zone and like, oh, I failed. It's more that the thought is a part of the process, but the refocusing of my breath is like part of it. We're still going. It's not over. And it's like, sometimes just count on my fingers like how many times a thought popped in my head. Like, I'd be like, okay, I'm breathing. Oh, I just realized I was thinking.
Yeah.
Okay, boom. Boom. And I'm like, oh, shit, I was like 100 thoughts in like 20 minutes. Like, I used to measure that, actually. So it was like...
you gotta lower the number?
I did that for a little bit. It was actually kind of cool because you can kind of see how you're improving with time. But I've not done it in a year or two now. But
yeah, I highly recommend it. Also, just to like improve recovery from like lifting, like that's a...
Your
like,
mentally thing? Like that is
or
stretching? Or?
Yeah. And stress. Reduces stress. Like if you're like freaking out because your CS deadlines or whatever, like that, I would recommend.
I don't get stressed usually about anything.
Really?
I get stressed once every like month or two for like a day.
I tweak all the time. So that's why I have the calendar. Like I used to have OCD as a kid, so like if things aren't organized, like I get like freaked out by it basically. So I think my like little OCD symptom that still permeates now is I check my Google Calendar trash over and over.
Is it trash Google Calendar?
Yeah, because when you delete events, because I delete events when I've completed them, like my tasks.
Wait, that's kind of sick.
Yeah.
Don't look at my calendar.
And then I look at it like 3 times.
Yeah.
Before I do anything, and I do that like 10 times a day.
Wait, so how do I see?
Go to settings. Trash.
Oh shit! That's sick.
Yeah.
I wonder why I deleted, bro.
Nice.
Yeah, that's tough. Anyways, continue.
Oh yeah, my trash is way more.
Trash is huge. I usually just leave it on there, so.
Yeah. Well, I put my homework in there too.
Okay.
So when I complete my homework, I delete the task.
I like to see my past calendars if I just go back. You know?
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah, I see that. I wish that I did that, but I should. But now it's like I'm too far into it that I'm just like I just want to like keep deleting stuff.
Yeah.
So.
Like it's so cool to just be like, okay, what was I doing like last year today? You know, it's like. Was it December 2nd, 2024? How do I go?
Oh, I've never seen that feed.
How do I go to a week now? Oh, shit.
Damn, yeah.
I used to be like you.
Yeah.
I used to lift in the morning.
Meals?
Yeah.
I got that in there.
Because I was Vulcan, dude. I like lift
Nice.
in the morning, go to class. I was such a different person back then.
Lift in the morning
Study
is crazy.
maybe.
Yeah,
I
look
did
at
that
that.
for, like, a
Walk,
month.
reflect, shower, sleep. That's
I used
sick.
to do that. Yeah.
That's sick.
But the thing is, so I used to be big on habits too.
Mm-hmm.
Like I would start my day with like cold shower.
Nice.
I used to meditate on here. I used to like journal before I sleep and all these things. But at some point I realized, I think it was around this time actually, I realized that like holy shit, it's just taking like 2 or 3 hours of my day.
Yeah.
And when I realized that, I'm like, what if I just stopped doing it? And like it just gave me so much more free time, and then I just haven't gone back to it since then. But I guess my approach is more like I do it whenever I feel like it now. Like, and the ones that I really care about have stuck with me. Like, I still journal once in a while because I feel like that's been really good for my mind. But things like the cold shower, meditating, that's kind of fallen out of my routine. Like, it's like meditating.
I don't. Everyone talks about cold showers being so like good, but I've never really. Oh, you meditate in the morning.
I've done it around the clock. I'm not done it in a long time now, but.
Mindfulness. Yeah, you can do mindfulness all the time, but I like to meditate before sleep in particular, just because like I feel like it's like a relaxing thing, and if I do it in the morning, like in the morning I do push-ups instead. Like I don't want to meditate in the morning because I want to be like aggressive for the day. Yeah.
Let's go.
Get my shit done, you know.
Yeah.
But, yeah. What was I gonna say? Okay, yeah, cold showers. I don't like cold showers. Like I've heard so many benefits.
You feel so good though. No.
I just like the thing is, when I'm like warm, like I feel like bigger, so I feel like more confident because like my muscles are like popped, you know. but like when I'm cold, it like shrinks them, and I feel like I don't want to go out now. So I never take cold showers in the morning.
Yeah, I've not done them in a while, but once in a while I'm like, fuck, I feel like a bitch. Let's go to the cold shower. Yeah, it is fun. Like you feel great.
I should try it. Like
like we used to go to this place called Russian Banya, in New Jersey, and it's just cold plunges, saunas. Oh yeah. Russians.
Russians.
Mainly like Eastern Europeans, a lot of them.
Yeah.
But those are fun, like going from like 40 degrees Fahrenheit water to like 300 degrees sauna. It's like
yeah. So if you have like warm after, I feel like it'd be sick. Yeah. Like I would do that, but like
the water gets so cold.
I've also heard that's not good though. Like it removes the benefits of the cold shower if you go into heat right after. I've heard to do heat before and then cold after.
I think, there's different theories about that. Like, you don't want to, if you're taking a cold shower, you don't want to make it hot at the end. It kind of ruins it because there's like an after drop. Yeah. And then your body warms up naturally. But I think if you're doing like a cycle, like I think what Huberman does is like he goes cold, hot, cold, hot, cold, and ends on cold.
Interesting.
So he does like 3 cycles of that. Because I think there's something about like changing your body temperature like rapidly from cold to hot. It improves the effects of it. And also one of my friends told me that all the science behind saunas is bullshit and saunas like don't actually help you that much. But the only thing he told me that one thing he did think it helps you with is that it warms you up so that the drop in the cold shower is more. So I just think it's fun because like it's hard. So like sitting in a sauna is pretty hard.
I like saunas. I just swam at the NCRB the other day, like 2 weeks ago. And I went in the sauna after, and I was like, damn, I really miss going to saunas. Like, my boy's got a membership at Lifetime, and he'd, like, take me there in high school and stuff. And we would go in the sauna after, and I was like, oh, this is so nice. But I miss that shit. Yeah. I want to go to the NCRB more because I want to keep swimming, because I used to swim.
Do you have a car?
No, that's the problem.
That's
like,
tough.
It fucking sucks. My roommates do, but they never want to go. I always ask them, I'm like, no.
I'll take you sometime. I got a car. So let me know if you ever want to go.
Yeah, I want to go swimming.
Let's say we're like doing a lift. We can go hit the sun.
Yeah. That's actually a great idea.
Yeah.
That'd be fucking sweet. Where do you park though?
I park street parking and in the lots, like the blue lots. And if I do street parking, I usually get ticketed like 3 times a week. But it's only $20. It's $20 per ticket. And if I were paying for the price for the parking all day, it'd be $20. Oh. So it's like I get 2 days free basically. Oh. And if I park in those like parking lots, the blue lots and stuff, I never get ticketed. I've never been ticketed in one of those lots.
You're not allowed to park in there though, right? Interesting. Yeah, they probably don't check them because they're like, oh yeah, no one's gonna park in here because
they know people do it, but it's like, who the fuck cares?
Interesting. That's good to know though, because I'm definitely gonna do that now when I come over the summer.
Yeah, I just park wherever, and I'm like, okay, $60 a week. Park wherever you want.
Nice.
So
$60 a week.
It's quite a lot of money, but
isn't it cheaper? How much is the pass?
I couldn't get the pass because I was a sophomore, but the problem with the pass is that even the passes that juniors and seniors can get are pretty bad. So it's like I want to just park right in front of Mojo if I'm going to Mojo. You know? So plus I'm also moving onto campus next year. So yeah, it's gonna be more chill.
Fuck Michigan, dude. Fucking money whores, dude. It's ridiculous. And now all our classes are fucking packed and overfilled. It's so annoying.
Do you like it here?
Yeah, I love Michigan. I wish that you could just not be on wait lists. I'm waitlisted right now for the psychedelic course. It's a psychedelic science course. It's the first undergraduate psychedelic course I've ever seen here, and I'm waitlisted.
It's funny because like most people taking it are just trying to get like a Gen A.
Yeah, exactly. I emailed the professor for an override, and he just sent in the request today, so hopefully I'll be good. Yeah. But because I told him, I was like, this is what I do. Like, I work with these people. I do research on this. He's like, oh yeah.
You deserve it. Yeah, like he's the one guy in the class who's actually paying attention to the back.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? Hopefully, because it's a 30-person class. That's a problem. Okay. He said they might open seats for
Max.
Because they didn't expect so many people to sign up.
Yeah.
But
it's an interesting topic. I mean, so many people are like thinking about that stuff these days. You know, so it's very, very cool.
Yeah. But I'm going part-time starting next semester.
Working in the lab? Or part-time
student?
Yeah,
I'm doing lab. But part-time student.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you pay less, right?
Yeah. But I was going to graduate early, but I don't want to graduate early because I want to milk the university for research. Yeah. I don't want to stay here and use
I also just love being here, man.
Yeah, that's true.
It's great being a student. You'll never be a student again.
Yeah.
I love a student. It's great.
I love our house. We got a great group of guys. Our house is fucking sick. Quite excited for next year, and the rest of this year. It's gonna be sweet.
I'm gonna miss just meeting cool people every day.
Yeah.
You know? There's just people everywhere that are so cool.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm semi-introverted, dude. Like, if I'm going out, like, with my friends, I'm extroverted. Like, if I'm going out, I'm extroverted. But, like, if it's, like, the day-to-day, like, I'm walking around, like, I don't really talk to people in class. At the gym, like, I'll talk to people. Also, like, if I know, like, I know you. Like, if I see someone at the gym, I know I'll talk to them. But, like, I don't go out of my way to interact with other people because I'm locked in there. But, like, I don't know. I don't.
It's not a bad thing.
Yeah. I don't know. I just.
Do you want to be more extroverted? Like.
Not really. Like my dad's not really like that. Like, he's chill with like doing his own thing. Like, I just like it's not like a bad thing. I guess like he's doing fine. Like, whatever makes me happy, and I'm happy. So, I don't know if I'd be more happy if I was more extroverted, but I don't really care.
I would never think it, bro. Like. I mean, I feel like I'm pretty extroverted, but like, I don't like try to, you know. I'm just kind of just go with the flow.
Yeah,
I enjoy just starting a conversation with some random guy.
So that's how we met. You just came up to me and started talking. So,
sick. But yeah. I'm honestly like I meet some of the craziest people, just like starting a random conversation with someone. You're like, holy shit, this guy's really cool.
There's a lot of fucking great minds here, or future great minds as well.
Standing right next to you in the gym, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Like you don't even know this guy's a nuclear engineer.
Yeah.
He's like.
The connect you want.
Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah. I love the school though.
Yeah. So my roommates are like that. They're all little experts in their own field. Like my boy John, I've roomed with him since freshman year, sophomore year, junior year, and he's like doing really good with his law shit, and like it's good to have those strong bonds with people who are gonna be your lawyers someday. So,
especially you need to connect with like the pre-med people, like who your boys, you know, like you gotta meet all the people you need in life right now. You want to go to a police officer school,
But you gotta maintain that. I was talking with my roommates about this like a couple months ago or something. We're like, we gotta maintain these relationships, like, because after college you're not gonna see each other, and you might not think about it. Like my dad, like he has like college roommates, but like doesn't. I mean, he's 50, I guess, but like doesn't maintain relationships with them.
It's hard when you're so many, I think. And I actually came up with a new system for this a week ago. If you're curious. But,
what?
I got the idea from my dad. Because naturally, when I'm here, I'm maybe talking to like hundreds of people, right? Mm-hmm. But when you go home for a break, you find out who you're really staying in touch with, and it's like, oh wow, I'm only like calling 5 of them. Mm-hmm. You know, because it's like you see some people in the gym, you start some long conversations with. The people you actually call and like stay connected with is like such a small percent.
Yeah.
Which is like I'm okay with, because it's like, okay, I'll take the core friends with me, and then like wherever I go next in life, I'll just have 100 more people to talk to.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like from high school, I probably have like 3 people I'm close to, and from middle school like 1. Right.
Yeah.
But over here, it's like, okay, who you take with you? Like it naturally happens. I don't overthink that, but it's also like, damn, it sucks. I'm never gonna see all these people again. So what my dad always does is like on Thanksgiving and holidays, he'll always just like send a professional email to like all his clients, all his like co-workers and everything, or all the people like has helped him in his life. So I thought, why don't I just do that for like all the friends I'm not in touch with that often?
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Like, so this Thanksgiving, for me it was easy because I have a podcast. So what I did was I went through like, I've done 134 episodes.
Yeah.
I just went through the list and like, who's a cool person I've not talked to in like 6 months? I just wish them happy Thanksgiving.
Nice.
And like some of them like, oh yo, it's been so long, let's call. And you can just call and catch up, and it's like such an effortless way to like stay connected with someone. Yeah. We just say hi like every 6 months. You know, like I think the holidays, I think, are a great way to just like shoot a quick text. You have to list a giant Google Doc of people that you know you're not gonna call every day, but like people you want to like keep there. Yeah.
We were talking about like having like a day in the year, like we all go to like the same place or whatever. Like once a year we meet up, like go to Miami where John's from or whatever.
Like your close friends, right?
Yeah, but that's the other thing I was gonna say is I don't have like a giant. I have like a network, but like it's not like 100 people. Like I've been like this in high school too. Like I have my core group of friends, and we do like everything together basically. Like that's how it is now too. Like
that's great.
That's how I like to be. It's just super like tight knit. Like it's just 6 guys, and then maybe like 12 total when you bring in like the other people that like maybe I've lived with, or like last year I had my boy Jason. He doesn't live with us, but like he's still like we're really close and shit. Like those are like my big connections, you know.
But honestly, if you got like 6 people you love, that's all you need.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. the strongest connections, and those are going to be the most beneficial, especially like long term. Getting a lawyer or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, for sure.
Yeah. I don't remember what else I was gonna talk about.
Just the DMT stuff, or?
Yeah. Well, I had. I was like thinking of different things to talk about.
Yeah.
So it was like DMT consciousness. We could talk about the gym. I was gonna talk about the gym.
We'll get to the gym. I want to finish like this meditation stuff because it's.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where like I just forgot about it, and I'm just like, oh yeah, like I used to do that every day, and it's something I was thinking about because it would be nice to do every now and then when I do get stressed. Because for me, I've noticed a pattern with my stress where I always get stressed when I come back here after break.
Really?
So.
I get like unstressed.
Because you're not in the momentum yet, and you're like, oh, all this stuff's coming up for me. Like, I flew to India. I remember that's when we canceled the first podcast, like a month ago. And when I got back, I was stressed for like 2 days. And for me, it was weird because I'm not the kind of guy to get stressed. I'm the kind of guy to just attack life head on. But I was kind of out of rhythm, thrown back in the mix. And there's like 10 different things I'm thinking about, from like my social life to like school and my projects. And I'm like, everything's a mess. But then 3 days, you're back in the rhythm. You know, like I used to be a big planner.
Yeah.
Like you are right now. I think you see my
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah.
But I've actually stopped being a planner because I found that I'm happier when I don't make a plan and go with the flow of things.
I could not do that.
And surprisingly, I'm happier, and I've actually achieved more of my goals and success when I go with the flow, because it would take me some time to break this down, but it's kind of more of a personality type for me. I've noticed that when you try to at least for me, right? It's different for every person. When I used to overplan everything, it would kind of prevent me from having new experiences and having random ideas in the day, and like having my random ideas influence what I go do the rest of my day. And for me, that's like the distinction between my subconscious mind and my conscious mind, because the conscious mind is like very logical oriented thinking versus your subconscious mind, your dream state, I guess your DMT state if you want to call it, is like a mess and makes zero sense. But it's also like your dreams where you get all your ideas when you wake up in the morning. So for me, I know there's a bunch of random topics and ideas, but when I would go with the flow and do what I feel like doing right now, I realized my subconscious mind was actually just as intelligent, if not more, than my conscious mind because of all the past experiences I've gone through in life. So, you know, like maybe logically, because of my calendar, it's smart to go to the gym at 8 p.m. today like I do every day. But some inner instinct or feeling is saying I'd rather just go do something random that makes zero sense. But I feel like that intuition, even though it feels like it's just randomness, is coming based off of all my past experiences, so it's kind of intelligent in its own way. And when I started going with the flow and just doing whatever I feel like right now, like today, I'm tired, I want to sleep at 9, fuck it, like even though I'm supposed to sleep 2 hours later. Yeah. And the next day I'm like, shit, I just kind of feel like working all night, I'm gonna sleep at 2. Like I used to be the guy that'd have to sleep at the same time every day.
Yeah, that's how I am.
And now it's like, I don't care anymore, I just go with the flow, and I don't overthink it, I just attack life head on, you know, it's not like, oh, I missed my meditation tonight, so like my day's ruined, not tomorrow. Like I used to be like that. Like, I missed my cold shower, my day's ruined.
That's how I am.
And it's like, now I'm just like, you know what, my day's not ruined. I'm just making that up. It's a problem I'm making up in my head. I just attack life head on, have fun. And it's like, damn, a lot of I used to be a big overthinker. All my overthinking went away. And I'm just like chill, happy, and still doing well. So like that's something I went through last year. Like it's kind of like a personal experience, but I mean, it's interesting because I feel like the way you're living right now is a lot like how I used to be. And that's not to say it's a bad way to live.
Yeah, I was going to touch on that.
Because I think that I was pretty happy back then too, but I also think that for me, this is the better path. So, yeah.
And that's great advice for, like, someone who's, like, in my situation wants to get out of it. But, like, I find, like, planning everything out and, like, being anal or whatever, like, at the end of the day, I'm going to bed, and I'm, like, so happy. Like, after I'm, like, meditating, I'm like, I got everything done like I usually do. Like, maybe it's monotonous, but, like, I don't feel like it is to me. And I do go with the flow sometimes. Like, I can switch in and out of it. Like, some days I'll be like, okay, I have to go to the gym right now. And then my girlfriend calls and, like, you want to do homework? Yeah, sure. Like, that's a fine, like, break for me. Like, as long as I'm still, like, feeling happy and getting shit done, like, that's good. But it's like, as long as I have, like, similar blocks of things, like, this part of the day is for work, this part of the day is for doing something productive and happy, like, something like either going to the gym, seeing my girlfriend or whatever. Like, as long as I have those core things, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I feel like we overthink the little things too much.
Mm-hmm.
That it's like, you need to have a routine to be happy. You don't need a routine to be happy. You need X to be happy, you need Y to be happy. But I think at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Because, like, when I would read journals from when I was, like, of my reflections, when I was in that routine state, I was pretty happy. But I also feel like I'm pretty happy right now. So it's like, I think there's only a few things that really matter, which is, like, human connection, you know, having people you care about.
For sure.
And, like, actually having a purpose. Like, just having something to do.
Purpose.
Like, it doesn't matter if you're sleeping at 2 or if you're sleeping at 8. Like, it's... As long as you have those two things, like, it doesn't really matter, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you're going to be happy, so...
Purpose is so fucking important. Dude, you know what blue zones are?
Blue zones.
So, it's...
Is that flow state?
No. Okay. It's areas of the world where the average life expectancy is 100 or
I've
over.
heard of this. Like Japan, like island, right?
Yeah, so that's one of them. Like Osaka or some shit. But I don't know. But there's, like, 14 aspects of them. One of them is regular social interactions with alcohol. Like,
really?
Yeah. So in like these farming villages, like these cattle herding villages in Italy, they have like these super old people, and every single day they meet with their friends and drink wine.
Every day?
Yeah.
Wow.
Crazy. So alcohol isn't like that bad, I guess. But
I
another thing is having a sense of purpose, community, eating like obviously whole foods, things that don't have carcinogens in them, which is very hard in America. Super hard. I'm not good at that at all.
I just given up, bro.
Yeah. I mean, eventually, I'm saying, like, in, like, 10 years, 20 years, when I have a steady income and, like, I can buy whatever I want, then I'll buy some, like, raw milk or whatever. Or, like, I don't know. But I don't do that right now.
That's it.
Oh, yeah. I want to be self-sufficient when I grow up. I have a lot of plans for my house. I've been, like, doing schematics since I was a kid.
Tell me.
I'm obsessed with bunkers, dude.
Bunkers? What's
Yeah.
Oh, like underground?
Yeah. I'm like a little prepper kind of guy, dude. I collect survival gear and shit.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that'd be sick.
Yeah.
You gotta invite me over, bro.
Oh, yeah. The thing is, I want like a small house. Like, I don't want a huge house. I don't care about the size.
It's just like a legit house.
Yeah. That's my bunker would be a giant garage underground, basically. Wow. You got plants and shit down there. I got a lot of...
Is that scary, though? I feel like it'd be kind of scary. Like, shit would, like, crush.
No. I don't know. I mean, you gotta switch it up. I have ideas of how, like, if a disaster did happen or some shit, like, you gotta lock certain rooms during certain days of the week so that you don't go have access to them, so you have something to look forward to, like psychological things.
Wait, what? Oh, if you get stuck in there.
No, well, if you have to be down there, you know, like if a nuclear disaster happens and you're in your bunker. I don't know.
You're plotting way too hard.
Oh yeah.
I do that shit. I do the same shit.
I'm anal, dude. But yeah, I just like preparedness stuff. Like I collect like survival, like little tents and like axes and shit.
So you have them in like your house?
Yeah, I have them here.
So just like wherever you find them, you just kind of take it with you.
Yeah. I have a nice backpack. It's like waterproof, dope. One of these days, I want like a whole fucking room for that shit. Like, you know, yeah.
I love it, dude.
Mm-hmm.
That's so sick. So is there like something particular you kind of collect, like survival gear?
No, not like one thing, but just like all of it. Like,
yeah.
I want a bulletproof vest is like the number one thing right now.
Where are you gonna find that?
I asked for it for Christmas. I don't know. I mean, I could just buy it though. I don't know, but
it's more fun if you find it.
Yeah, that's true.
Better story.
Yeah, but then I don't know.
What's the craziest thing you've collected?
I have this dope axe or a hatchet. It's kind of dull right now. We were just trying to split wood with it for a bonfire, and it sucked.
Over here in Ann Arbor?
Yeah, I know. I have it back here. And it has a saw blade in the hilt, so you like press a button and it like comes out.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's my favorite thing.
Where'd you get that?
I got it for Christmas when I was a kid.
Nice.
Yeah. Dude, I think I was in like 8th grade when I got it, dude.
Oh, I got my axe.
Yeah.
I'm bringing like show and tell or something.
Yeah. Dude, I was a fucking weird kid. I don't know. I have strange interests, I guess.
I have strange interests too. I mean.
Yeah. What's your strangest interest?
I think for me, I'm just kind of interested. I wouldn't say it's strange, but I'm kind of just interested in everything. Like, I get obsessed with things, and then I just want to do that for a while.
You're like Joe Rogan, dude.
Probably, yeah. I mean, that's why we got the podcast.
Yeah, podcast.
That's why these conversations are so fun, because, like, shit, we can talk about psychedelics for 2 hours. Like, I've never done that before. This guy's, that's all he cares about, and I care about too now.
Yeah.
So, and it's, like, every single episode, it's, like, I think the biggest lesson, I've said this so many times in the podcast, but I've learned that maybe because I go to Michigan or whatever, but everyone has a crazy story.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone is, like, on their own
especially here.
adventure.
Yeah.
You know, like, sure, there's some boring people, but it's, like, there's someone who cares about trees as much as you care about saws, you know?
Yeah.
Like, there's someone who cares about ants. Like, I literally met someone who, like, was obsessed with ants and just collecting ants when he was younger. And he wanted to do research.
That's actually sick.
And, like, an ant.
I watch videos on that shit. Like those terrarium videos. That shit's cool.
I was on the airplane going to India, and the guy sitting to my left on his TV, he was watching just Natural Geographic animal videos for like 4 hours.
Sick.
But anyways, I mean, for me, it's like there's nothing particularly that I'm super interested in, but I like to just explore random things and just learn about random things.
Accumulate
and, like,
knowledge.
Trying to develop as many skills as I can. Like, I just picked up the guitar this week. I'm trying to learn.
Really? No way.
Yeah, so it's the first week.
That's cool. That is a skill I played viola when I was a kid.
Ooh.
That shit was ass.
Play some Beethoven.
Hated that shit. No, I fucking hated that shit.
Why?
I had to go to like private lessons, and like I really just did it for college apps.
Yeah, my mom tried to get me into piano when I was young, but I just hated my instructor. And like, I think it's fun when you're older because you can just kind of teach yourself whatever.
Yeah.
Like the first song I was playing was like About a Girl by Nirvana, so it's like I had fun with it.
Sick. Yeah, that's the thing is like if I like picked up an instrument again, like I feel like I could, but like I just don't want to or have time.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, I'm here in Michigan now. Like, I have a guitar I can use here, but
it's sick.
It's like I don't know how I'm gonna like find time for it.
One of our neighbors is always sitting on the roof playing guitar. It's actually sweet.
The thing is, when you could create a sound that you love, especially like some of your favorite songs, it's pretty satisfying.
Yeah.
So, I was trying to learn, like, I mean, the day I can play some of those Led Zeppelin songs, I mean, dude, I don't know what the name of the guitar guy, but
I don't know either.
But some of their songs are just like, how the hell do you play that?
Fucking sick.
But yeah, dude.
I don't know. I hated viola, dude. That shit was so annoying, and my teacher in high school was a dick.
I could not be a private instructor unless you're doing what I want to do, you know. Like, teach me this song right now.
Yeah, exactly. Like, we didn't get to play like what we wanted. Like, it's just like some bullshit old song or like that like no one cares about. It just sounds ass.
The day I feel like I can like make my own music too, like 4 years from now. Like the way you probably express yourself through music would be like a very interesting feeling.
Yeah.
Because I've never done anything in that realm, you know.
Like creative expression.
Yeah, I've never been in. I guess the podcast, but it's more conversation.
Yeah.
Because like most of my interests, at least academically, have like, been problem solving. Like I've always been like a math guy, computer science guy.
Yeah,
I'm good at solving problems, but there's not much creative expression there as like guitar or something.
So I like writing.
Yeah.
Put your ideas to like an art form.
Yeah.
You know. But
sorry.
You're good.
And that's why I find people who are into art and stuff really cool, but I just don't like painting or anything. Like, it just doesn't give me a headache, you know?
Yeah.
I can't draw either.
I like to draw. I used to draw a lot when I was a kid. But the most drawing I do now is in my stupid poetry class where I'm doodling on the, like, the pages of the poems we're reading. But I was drawing bunker schematics the other day.
What's that?
In like schematics for the bunker.
Schematics.
Yeah, like because I sit next to my professor because we sit in like a circle and I'm always late, so the only seat that's open is the one right next to him. So I always sit right next to him and I just like cover it and draw like bunkers.
Like here's the bedroom.
Yeah.
How big do you want your bunker to be?
I don't know. Probably like 80 feet by like 40 feet.
How big is that?
Huge. Because it would be like a giant like garage.
It would be like this whole like. How big is 80 feet?
Yeah, probably like there or there. That fucking big ass wall.
Okay, that'd be sick.
Yeah.
Where?
UP.
UP.
Yeah.
It's cold as shit.
It's far away from shit.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, that'll be like when I retire, unless I like.
Do your psychedelic research up in your bunker in UP.
Yeah.
Well, you want a gym in there? I just remembered I have to finish something. I'm gonna write this down so I don't forget later. Tomorrow morning is my class registration. You just reminded me. I low-key forgot.
Oh shit!
So
I had mine on the 25th.
That's oh, you're a junior.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, low-key, I also have to call my girlfriend really quick.
Yeah. You can take a break if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's John's birthday today, or not today. It's the 10th, but we have the party today, and it's like my other roommate's girlfriend's birthday at the same time. They're having like a joint party, and we're supposed to go.
Yeah.
But I told her I'd be late. She would be late. So.
Okay.
I don't remember what we were talking about, but.
Well, let's start the conversation then. Bunkers.
I was gonna
UP.
What?
Bunkers in the UP.
Bunkers in the UP, dude. I was gonna send this. So my cousin did like a podcast 2 years ago, and like my family were like, "Oh, watched it or whatever." And so I was gonna send it to them and be like, look, the cycle, like, for some reason everyone in college does a podcast.
Yeah, does the podcast better than your cousins?
I hope so. I'd be sick. I actually didn't watch it.
Yeah, I did. I feel like if there's, the things you could buy with money, one thing I do value as like a material expense would be a nice house.
Mm-hmm.
Like nothing too fancy, like not too big or anything, but I feel like the space you live in, like, it'd be, if I had the money to do it, like, making it sick as fuck, it would be nice, Like a pool. I want a pool so bad. The things I need is a pool, water view. It's gonna be a small house. I don't want a big house. Yeah.
But like, nice pool, like maybe infinity pool, like a guest like wing around the side. Bunker is mandatory, obviously, and that's about it. Like not.
Yeah, and
like
that's chill.
Crazy, but like.
Yeah.
I need that shit.
For me, I want like slightly higher up on like a mountainish, not too high, but like water view.
Mm-hmm.
Probably a lake, a nice lake.
Yeah. Great Lakes.
Again, not too big of a size. I want like the coolest podcast studio.
Mm.
Like, I mean, this is pretty sick. I'm not gonna lie.
Do you want to keep
like,
this going?
See, I've done this for 26 months now. Every week without missing a single week.
That's crazy.
So I have 134 of these episodes that are each an hour too long.
Yeah.
And to think about that, like, I've been in other countries in high school and college, and it's like, I've never missed a week. Like, to me, I didn't think I'd make it this far, Yeah. But it's like, the consistency, like, I can see myself doing this till the day I die. Because it's like a time capsule,
Yeah,
like,
it is cool.
It's wherever I go in life, it comes with me,
Yeah.
If I end up being in, like, Italy, it's coming with me to Italy. I'm finding an Italian on the street to film with me, So it's like, it gives me a reason to, like, force myself to meet people.
And it's recording your accumulation of knowledge that seems to be essential to you.
I think so.
It's like a important part of you, so it keeps if you ever need the bank, go back in the bank, check it out.
Yeah, and you see your growth over time.
Yeah.
And sometimes you remember things, you're like, oh, I forgot about that. That's the biggest thing I've noticed.
Because you probably were doing this, were you doing this podcast when you, like, had your, like, routine and stuff going?
Yeah, it's been through that. It's been through a lot of changes, actually. So it's really fun to look back at, like, who I was. But anyways, like, I want a nice podcast studio.
Yeah.
Like, the coolest one you can imagine. Lighting, just everything about it.
Joe Rogan's got a cool one.
He got a cool one.
Yeah.
But I'm just trying to think of, like, how to design it. Like, I like this a lot because you have the glass view.
Mm-hmm.
This is pretty damn good.
You could do, like, lake view. Like, glass, and then there's, like, the lake over there, or, like, the mountaintop view.
Yeah. I want it to be sick. Because, like, I want to just call my boys over, like, we're filming tonight, like, every weekend.
Yeah.
So definitely a really good podcast studio. I want a big family, so I definitely want, like, enough space, like, for everyone to sleep,
Mm-hmm.
So a good amount of bedrooms, but, like, just enough, like, I don't know, they'll share the rooms, whatever, that's fine. But, good amount of bedrooms. I feel like a gym would be nice, like a gym on the roof.
Yeah.
Like,
ooh.
Because I went to the gym in India that was in a mall, but it was on the 6th floor. There's windows around it. Oh my god, what an experience!
That is sick.
See the whole city. It's
it is fucking
sick.
cool.
But,
I don't like working out at home though.
No,
I need to have people around because
I'm actually the same way.
Yeah, I need like the motivation, not the motivation to like lift myself. But I need like people looking at me, and I know like. Yeah, I'm like doing good. Like people, that guy just looked at me. Yeah, I'm good. Like,
I think that if I had the
Ego
gym,
boost.
it wouldn't be for everyday use, but it'd be for like when I'm having people over.
Yeah.
So it's like you have some people visiting, like, yo, we're gonna like go lift and have fun. But it's like, I would just make it very simple then. Like I'd have like a rack and like dumbbells.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't have machines and stuff. Like maybe a cable. But
I
the
don't
only
really
thing,
like machines.
Sorry.
I don't really like machines.
You don't really need them, right?
No.
Yeah.
Dumbbells, where it's at, dude.
Yeah, I think so. I mean. For me, the only reason I like a home gym is because you can play your own music out loud.
Yeah.
And do giant speakers.
Yeah.
That part is fun. Because I don't like headphones that much, but I like blasting music out loud.
Mm-hmm.
So like I'm thinking about like sneaking my like speakers in there one day, like putting them somewhere, like walking away so they don't know it's me. But play good music so they don't kick me off.
Nice.
You think I should do that one day? But,
yeah.
What you do with me?
That would be sick. You should wait. Who's your boy that works there?
I've asked all of them, but the thing is, they're not like managers.
Oh.
I know like 3 people who work there, but they're not managers, so they're a little bit scared of like what their manager's gonna say.
Yeah,
but, like,
yeah.
I could probably convince one of them though.
That'd be sick.
Yeah.
Should do that at Charleis sometime. That'd be funny.
How's it working as Charleis?
It's boring, but like sometimes it's like what cops say when they're like 99% of the time it's like nothing, and then 1% or 5% or whatever it is, it's like life or death. But it's not life or death for me. It's just like the 5% of like something interesting happens that I can like tell a story about.
Tell me a story.
I clean up a lot of puke.
That's not a fun story.
That's like apparently the bouncer's job. And you put cat litter on it. It's fucking disgusting.
Yeah.
But the other day I kicked out this dude that was like groping a bunch of girls.
Groping?
Yeah.
What does it mean to grope? Really?
You know what groping is, dude?
I've never heard that word.
What? This dudes be like all creepy. They get up and they grab that butt. But yeah, no, he was a goon. So
was he older?
No, he's like our age.
That's funny.
He was just fucking hammered. He goes, "What do I do, bro?" I'm like, "Bro, these girls are saying you're touching their butt. It's time to go. You're a fucking goon."
He was touching my butt.
Yeah. I had like 3 girls come up to me, dude. They're like, "This guy is like fucking weird." I'm like, "Okay, he's gone." Yeah.
That's funny. You just reject people for fun sometimes.
Yeah.
You're that guy.
Yeah. The worst one was just this was like the first crazy thing that happened to me. I was working Cantina, which is like the upstairs like club or whatever, and this girl was twerking on the head bouncer. So I'm checking IDs. I'm like down in like this platform thing before you go up the stairs to get like your wristband or whatever. And so I'm checking IDs, and then I look up, and she's twerking on the head bouncer, and she's like pretty unattractive. So he ended up telling me later that she was like twerking on dudes, and then they were like, "Yeah, we did not want her twerking on us. Like that's why they kicked her out."
They kicked her out. That's hilarious.
She was doing like the man's job of like, or the stereotypical man is like preying on the girl. She was doing that to guys, and that's why they kicked her out. But she's twerking on him, and
I feel unsafe around her.
Yeah. So he's like ushering her. He's got his hands up. And he's like ushering her towards the door, because you can't touch them unless they touch you, apparently. And
that's funny.
He like got her down, and then she's still twerking on him, whatever. And then
twerking on her way out.
yeah. And then she like started falling or something. I don't remember. Oh yeah, no. See, he like started. She touched him, so he like kind of wrestled with her a little bit. Yeah, and then he was like, "Okay, Max, grab her arm." And so I was fed up at this point, so I like picked her up by her armpits and just went like this, and then she was like squirming around and shit. So we like fell forward out the door.
Are there stairs over there?
Yeah, there's stairs. I didn't fall. Like I let her fall out like when she was like squirming and shit. But like she ended up falling out the door. So because I just picked her up and.
Did she try coming back?
No. She's like flipping us off through the window. Then apparently she went down to the line, got her ass fucking beat by some other girl she was like trying to beef with, and the cops came.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Her ass beat? Like they were like physically.
Yeah, someone
fighting?
beat the shit out of her. Yeah.
Oh
I don't know, but yeah, the cops came and they were like, "What did she look like?" And I was like, "She's like a short, semi-overweight white girl, and then like wearing very like scantily clothed." And the cop goes, "Oh, so she was a fat bitch trying to look hot." And I was like,
"The cop said that?"
Yeah, the cop said that. I was like, "I guess yeah." I was trying to be a little professional about it, but yeah, that's what it.
That's hilarious.
Yeah,
bro.
It was pretty good, but that's my craziest story.
That's a good one.
Yeah, other than that, it's just sitting there.
Puke cleaning.
Yeah, and puke cleaning. So it's pretty boring.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Try to sit there and look pretty. Gotta be scary, dude.
You make good money?
Not really. It's just $16 an hour, but.
Yeah. Do you mind staying up all night? Like.
No, I stay up late anyways. Like.
Okay.
And then I come home. I'll do homework till like 3 or 4 in the morning,
nice.
and that's when I go to bed.
Okay. What time do you wake up?
Today I woke up at 11. It's usually like 12-ish.
Okay.
But
you're still getting like your good amount of sleep.
Yeah. No, I get the same amount of work done as everyone. Like, my dad will get pissed at me or whatever. Like, you're sleeping in too late or you're going to bed too late. I'm like, you take a nap during the day, and we're still getting the same amount of sleep. But you're taking a nap. That's like taking time out of your day. I'm well rested, and I'm just on a different schedule. I'm getting the same amount of work, if not more work done than you.
The thing is, I don't mind that schedule, but you just get no daylight though, right? Like you wake up in the sunsets.
Not
you
really.
Get 5 hours.
Yeah, I get like 5 hours. 5 hours of sun. Yeah, but I mean,
you're basically living like Norway or something, bro.
Yeah, I don't really mind it. Like my circadian rhythm's just like set to this. Like it'll change eventually. That's just how you age.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just gonna change. But like for now, it's whatever it is. I don't care.
That's true.
Yeah.
Cool. So you don't have any morning classes or anything?
No.
Okay.
Next semester, well, I do. Technically, it's like 10. Like it's recorded. I usually fade that one, but like
I usually fade mine too.
I used to go a lot at the start, but now I already took the like final, so there's like no point in going anymore, because like Who cares?
It's optional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could take the actual final if I wanted to, but my grade's fine. I don't need to. So like, they gave us like the option to like either do the final and then the 2 midterms, or just the 2 midterms, and then they count for more percentage, and you don't have to take finals.
Is BCN hard, do you think?
It's harder than psych. So I always say, this is actually an interesting point. I kind of wanted to talk about this as well. There's like that stereotype of psych majors, like it's like a ditzy major, it's like not hard, whatever. I agree with that, but I think that you can make it hard if you want to. If you want to actually be a professor or clinical psych, PhD, you actually want to go to school, that's the most competitive PhD program in the country is clinical psych. The average like acceptance rate is 2 to 5% for like any clinical psych program.
You only want to do it if you really care, then, right?
Exactly. So that's how you can make psych hard. If you want to like actually put the effort in, and you want to like put in research and do research, you can be in 2-3 labs, do like psych honor societies or whatever, be in the neuroscience groups, like you can make it hard that way. Like that's what
Interesting.
That's what I recommend for doing.
Most
like,
people are just trying to like get by.
Yeah, most people, psych, most classes is a bunch of sorority girls who don't do research. They just want an easy major so that they can go get drunk every day, whatever.
Yeah.
And they're just like idiots, and they don't know what they're talking about. Like, you should see my psych 446 altruism class. Like, actually, I probably shouldn't talk shit. I don't think they're gonna see it, but like whatever.
No one's watching up to like hour mark 30, 1 hour 30, bro.
Yeah, I mean, just people like they don't know the answers to the questions or whatever, and it's just like, what are you doing?
Blabber on some random
thing. Yeah, you don't know, like, she just asked this easy brain region, and you just have no clue. Like, why are you in this class, bro? What are you doing? But
hey, but it'd be fun if you're single though.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I know, but again, I don't really talk to people in classes. But
yeah, that's fair.
So that is not how I would find my girlfriend. but we're all good though. That's another awesome thing about having a girlfriend is like you can just go out and like you don't have to worry about like getting with girls. Like it's cool.
It's pretty stressful.
Yeah, you can just like hang out with your girlfriend and shit, and then go get drunk with your boys, and then go see her after. Like, it's awesome. I love having a girlfriend. She's great.
That's good, man.
Yeah.
You want to talk about relationships, or do you think she's gonna watch this?
She will watch this, yeah.
Or maybe not all the way to here, but I'll tell her.
Yeah.
I don't know. She's great.
Okay.
She's funny. She's cute.
She doesn't go here, right?
No, she does.
Oh, okay.
She's a sophomore.
Okay.
And she's pre-med. She's like trying to decide if she I think she's switching to the School of Public Health is what she said. And I think that's a good idea. She's like very smart and hardworking, and I think she can like apply it in a different area than like chemistry, for example. I mean, I think you still have to take chemistry, but like she's really good at like philosophy like type classes, so I think like doing more of those would be like really good for her. So
what are your thoughts on like psychology in general? Because there's a lot of stuff I find interesting. Like,
I don't like psych.
Like clinical psych and all that. No.
I don't like Freud is like a foundation of a lot of like therapy methods or whatever, but I just think that shit's like bullshit. It's just like, oh, the subconscious mind says this, and like you want to fuck your mom and like all this, but like that shit is.
I think kind of is probably true though, right?
I don't know.
Somewhere.
I don't know. I don't think there's like much of a neural basis for it. There is no neural basis for a subconscious. Yeah, it's just a theory. But like,
I find the stuff about like how past experiences affect your brain and trauma. I find that really interesting.
Yeah, that's actually a theory of consciousness. Is that your consciousness is produced because of
trauma?
Your ability. Your ability to like integrate past experiences into the present moment. So like you're just it's I don't remember the name of the theory, but it just basically says that every waking moment is just a culmination of your past experience, which it is, but a culmination of all your past experiences integrated into one so that you can make the best conscious decision. It doesn't really explain where consciousness is produced from, but it's just like an idea.
So consciousness is the ability to compare the present moment to a past moment?
In that theory, yeah.
And to predict the future moment, I guess, too.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. So I guess
I think it is true. I think all consciousness theories are true to a degree. Like they all have you can't just have God producing consciousness without a neural basis for it. like there has to be an interplay between like biology and psychology, and like biology or psychology preaches the biopsychosocial model, with biological, psychological, and social aspects of your like mind. They all play together. You can't have one without the other. There's not one thing that's just true. Like that's where a lot of scientists and philosophers or whatever I think fail, because you need to integrate all perspectives to get an accurate answer. But that's really hard, obviously, because of pluralism. It's the idea in like philosophy where like there's so many concepts that everyone thinks are true and they all are semi-true, but you can't like integrate all of them because there's so many. But like you got to take the most truth, empirical evidence, and combine it with like the less true or like the more interesting things like God or whatever. So
yeah. Well, someone who wanted to be a priest growing up, I'm curious like what your thoughts are on like Christianity and stuff now.
I like have fallen out of love for it, like I said, but not only because of like the need for faith aspect and like the lack of empirical proof, but also because of like the structure and the rules and stuff. And like that's the thing with all religions, like we don't need like all these rules. Like it's just kind of too much in my opinion. Like, and like if a God is infinite, like Christianity in particular, I was Catholic, it preaches that God is infinite and like they're like infinitely infinite or whatever. It's like infinite source of love that is so beyond our comprehension that like it just wants us to exist and like be happy or whatever. So like why would we want, or why would it want us to do something? Like why does it care if we pray to it, or why does it care if we take the Eucharist? It's so infinite and so beyond us, then why would it have human desires and like implement or make us do actions and or make us have like sins or whatever? Like that is, in my opinion, like the church trying to control behaviors. And I know that they say that there's like a historical basis, like Moses put up the tablets and lightning struck them, and then that's when the Ten Commandments were made. But like, could be fake. If it's not fake, maybe those laws, especially those laws, are just like good rules to live by. I don't know if they're necessarily things that would cast you to eternal damnation if they did them, because does God really care that much? I think they're just good things to be good people, not necessarily a thing that would be desired specifically by a God so that you could join it in heaven. Because if it loved everyone and was an infinite source of love, why would anyone go to hell? That's why I don't think hell exists in the frame of Catholicism. But yeah, interesting.
Yeah, I think religion has so many different lenses through which you can look at it.
Whoa.
Is that a ringtone?
Yeah, it's
it scared me, bro. I'm like, did you bring a bird with you, bro?
It's my girlfriend.
You take it if you need to.
Okay, one moment.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Watch The Wire. Does you like bubble tea?
I don't know. She was asking about Ashley, who's the girl. I'm not asking her, I don't care.
Yeah, anyways, yeah, so I think religion has so many lenses through which you can look at it. And I think the lens through which, when you're growing up, right, or even like now, I mean, your constant guiding principle for life has always been trying to answer the questions we don't have answers to, right? So it's like, religion for you is like, you're looking at the specifics of it and like, seeing like legitimately if it's true or not, and like where's the backing for it, right? Which is like, those are the other lens you can look at it through, which it's just a tool. Which a lot of people just say it's literally just a tool. Maybe it didn't start that way, but it became a tool where if you look at how Christianity was in different regions of the world at different time periods, it's like, you know, the church trying to have control over the people, etc. And that's multiple religions, right? So that's the second lens through which like maybe it started off good, but then like some people use it for good, some people use it for bad, right? And there's a third lens through which I look at it through, where I think, I guess I don't care as much if it's real. I just see the value in following it if it makes you a good person. Yeah. Right? Like a lot of my friends or people I know in Christianity or go to church or religion, right? They don't really care about like the specific crazy practices or things you have to do, but it's like, you know, there's at least a set of values to live by. Yeah. Right? Like,
that's why I do like religion, and that's why I want to become religious at some point, is because of that. But the reason I don't right now is because it is a tool. The second aspect.
They're all true. Like for me, like I would say, like for me, I'm not Christian, but I follow like Hinduism more. But the cool thing about Hinduism is that everyone kind of follows it a little differently. It's a way of life more than anything, and every region of India, people are following it differently, right? Mm-hmm. So it's like the things I take away from it that I care most about is like clean living. And like that's the biggest value that stood out to me as I was growing up and in my later part of my life, where it's like, you know, there's a huge emphasis on like what you put in your body, right? So just like eating clean, living clean, being active. Like those are ways I interpret in my daily life. Like I try to just eat whole foods. I don't eat junk.
Yeah.
You know, I don't eat sugar. I try not to. Like I don't drink alcohol. I don't smoke. Like I feel like those are my kind of personal values in the way of life.
Yeah, that's like, great.
I just live clean, surround myself with good people. You know, try not to treat people nice, don't lie and all those things. Like those are the values. That's to say I'm perfect about it. It's not like I'll never have junk food. Like I will, but it's more like in the long run, I lean toward those things.
Yeah.
So it's like for me, that's what I take away from it. And then in Hinduism, more than anything, there's so many practices and everything, right? And it's like, I guess some practices are good to do every now and then because like, it kind of reinforces the principles in a way. Because like you feel like you're part of this thing, but it's like I don't go crazy about all this crazy shit because that's where it starts to feel like a tool of control, and even Hinduism has been used as a tool too. I think.
Yeah.
So.
Maybe.
I'd say good.
Yeah. Well, those are like the reasons why I would like religion is because of I do like religion is because of those other aspects. But maybe I'm like blind to religion's impact on those things because I'm already like super ingrained with them because I was previously super Catholic. So I just think that's like a natural thing that you get like those morals. And maybe that's why I like don't value religion as much anymore because I already have the aspects and they're just kind of like natural to me of like meditate or pray, meditate instead. Like so. Maybe, well, one of my goals with that book is to start like a ultimate religion, where
Maxwell
it's like
religion.
Yeah, I guess where it's like the good principles of religion you're talking about, but not like a debate on whether there is a God or not, or like not debate on all this theological stuff, like just the good aspects, and then like a truth that there is a God, and that we don't need to like appease it or whatever, and it's not like saying anything to us, but it is there. And like we can be comforted by that knowledge that if we live like whatever, good or bad, like we'll end up somewhere cool. But we should still live by these principles because it's good to live like a good person while you are here.
Yeah. And more than anything, if you live like a good person, you get the immediate rewards in this life itself.
Yes,
right?
And not some long-term reward where you have to follow these random rules and shit.
Like if you treat people nice, you're happier, and people treat you nice. So it's like, that's good enough for me to do it, right?
Yeah.
But I guess, do you think like death scares you at all, or no?
A little bit, but I'm also very curious because I want to see what happens. But I think a lot of people that do DMT say they're not scared of death because that's what death is. They feel like that's what death is.
Just DMT.
Yeah.
Just being in that state.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like that might be true, so I have to do DMT and see, I guess. But I don't know if I'd get the same insight, but people say the DMT space is more real than reality, so maybe that's convincing them. I don't know. It's crazy.
Well, after you've had that, as someone who's never done it,
I've also never done DMT.
Yeah. I guess from our perspective, you can think about it in a logical way, like we're looking at it as a concept. That DMT is this thing, and people say they have these experiences, right? But we can like logically reason and think about it through a human lens, looking at it. But the second you do it,
that lens might be removed.
All of a sudden, like, it's harder to even think in the same way you were thinking before, in that rational way, because you've been so influenced by that height of that experience that, like, are you just talking shit, or is that like it's hard to like tell afterwards, right? Like, I'm struggling to articulate kind of what I'm thinking here, but
no, I know exactly what
it's
you're
like
saying.
Okay, like you've stepped over the ledge, like there's no going back now.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Like, that is your new worldview,
yeah.
Right? That's in your world perspective. So it's like, can you even like take into account anything you say, or like if let's say it was just like a hallucinogenic, not real experience, but it was like such a high that your human body's never felt anything like that before, like, sure, you're gonna go blabber about like God and the universe and all this, right? So it's very interesting to me, but I don't know where I was going with that. But
no, yeah, I fully get that. Like, I think that you just need to be logical afterwards so that you can integrate the experience. I don't know. I think it's like an important experience to have. Like, maybe it is reality, like, after you die. Like, what if it is? Like, that's something cool to experience. If it's not, and you should still always be skeptical, as I am, like, think of it as it not being so, and then maybe try to take steps towards proving that it is. Like, what reality actually is, or what reality is after you die. I don't know.
I hope it's just peaceful. Like, even if it's just nothingness.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
Deep sleep.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, like, people who are suffering in chronic pain or whatever, or cancer, like, that even if it is just going into nothingness, like, that's sweet. But if it's something else, like, I've had, like, supernatural shit, like, or not me in particular, I mean, my family has, like, my grandpa died, and then, like, this is a crazy story. My mom found, like, a little Monopoly car. He loved Monopoly, and he was always a car. And then after he died, she, like, just found the Monopoly car, like, in her jewelry box. She never put it there. There's no reason, like, a Monopoly board would be in her bedroom. Like, how did that get there? Like, just, like, random shit.
I've heard
like
so many
that.
stories like that, too.
Yeah. What if there is something else? Like,
I mean, I could believe it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And that's why I think that there's grounds to believe what I'm believing.
Yeah,
Like,
I think
because
so.
of all these random anecdotes and, like, supernatural things that people report and I've experienced. Like,
coincidences.
Yeah.
Happen too frequently.
Yeah, exactly. Crazy.
Yeah, dude. I mean, there was something I had about that. Yeah, so I heard this thing. Apparently, when you're about to die, like, close. I mean, you probably heard this, but this is something I just heard really recently that was pretty cool. Is that when you're close to death, your brain produces a lot of, like, psychedelic chemicals.
They say DMT. So this is actually like, that's like a myth. So that they
Is that been proven, or?
So actually it was proved. So there's a professor here, Dr. Borzagen.
At Michigan.
Yeah, she did this research in rats, and they found that they made rats, like, gave them a heart attack or whatever, they died, and then they measured the DMT levels in their brain. They did spike at death, but there's no proof in humans, and, like, it would be cool if that was true. Like, that'd be sweet. That would be another good point for, like, DMT is involved in consciousness. Like, if there's a big spike in DMT at death, maybe you're going into the DMT space for eternity. Like, that'd be sick, but it doesn't. There's no evidence in humans yet. Like, we don't know if that's true, because you can't just fucking kill humans and, like, measure their DMT levels. That's
but
not
if you kill a
ethical.
human, you figure out the meaning of the universe.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't do
I mean, that would be unethical as fuck, but, like,
I would never.
it'd be
advocate
cool.
for that.
But unfortunately, we don't have proof, and consciousness in humans is so different than consciousness in rats. Possible, most likely. No, 100%. Yeah.
Hopefully, rats are not smart as shit.
Yeah. Well, panpsychism says that everything's conscious, even this table. It's like, it's a weird philosophical theory.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I don't think I buy that one.
No. Actually, there is some, like, Ben Rosenfield sent me a podcast on that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
With who?
I don't remember her name, but she was, like, a researcher who didn't believe in panpsychism, and then she did some, like, research and dove into the literature. And
she put her ear against the table. Like, oh God, it's speaking to me.
I don't know. She said it's, like, possible.
Maybe.
But I don't believe that when. What were they saying?
Panpsychism. Ben Rosenfield.
Ben Rosenfield. Before that.
Death, DMT.
Yeah.
Kill humans.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, we don't have evidence in humans, and because our consciousness works differently than rats, we can't really draw the same conclusion.
Yes.
But it would be
Maybe
cool.
Rats
if
are
that
the
was
DMT space, bro. The lizard people.
Maybe. Or it's just some random, like, chemical reaction, like how DMT is, like, a protectant against lack of oxygen and cell death.
Well, a lot of people, I think even Robert Greene said this, but when they have, like, those near-death experiences, they tell all these crazy stories. Like, I saw everyone was connected, I saw God, I saw the light, right?
Yeah.
But, like, if we're going with the scientific theory that DMT is just hallucinogenic and there's no, like, meaning behind it, then that would kind of support that, like, all those near-death experiences where people see crazy stuff is maybe just because of the spike of DMT.
Yeah.
But
I actually wrote about that in, like, one of my research papers. This paper actually got rejected.
You tried publishing it?
Yeah, I'm like redoing it right now. I'm gonna submit it again over break. But anyways, in that paper, I had like a section on NDEs, near-death experiences. I don't remember exactly what I was talking about in there, but they're saying like the amount of them, it might be some like degree of evidence, but others say it's just like random brain activity at death. Like, I think it's just random brain activity, unfortunately, but I don't think that's concrete enough evidence to like
We'll see.
say we're releasing large amounts of DMT and we're getting some like psychedelic experience where you like relive your life or whatever. Like,
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah,
It would be cool if like after you die, you just relive this life over and over again.
that'd be fucking sad.
I'd be happy, dude. I mean, like imagine you don't remember anything, so you just gotta experience everything again.
Yeah, yeah.
Like we could be doing it right now because we're reliving life.
Do you know the egg theory?
Egg theory?
Yeah, so we're like, our entire universe, everyone's the same person basically. Like when you die, that's why you gotta treat people good. That's like the background story. But like when you die, you are put into another life, and only until your consciousness has lived every single life in all of human history from start to end, then you become like the mature God being, and you can escape the egg, which is the universe, and then you join the other like God level intelligences that have experienced.
It's kind of similar to like some aspects of Hinduism, because in Hinduism there's at least one part of it, like my mom really believes this, is that you're reincarnated when you die. So you basically, the theory is that as you live your life, you collect karmas, good and bad karmas, and once you've like cleared all your bad karmas, then your soul elevates and goes with God. But until then, you're just accumulating karmas, and if you accumulate a lot of bad karmas, you get put into like a bad life form, like some animal that's like tortured or whatever, like on a farm, or you get put into like some bad life form. But if you collect a lot of good karmas, you got to go to the human state, which is the best possible life you can live. And if you're in the human state, since you're conscious, you can realize that you've done bad things in the past, and you can like meditate and pray and clear those bad karmas and like elevate. So the human theory is that the human life form is the only life form which can actually elevate and achieve God. But then a lot of people take their human life in ways to do bad things,
and then they go back
in the cycle forever.
Yeah. Interesting.
A shark for like 300 years, and you're reincarnated into like a tree.
Interesting. Yeah, no, I've heard about that, but I didn't like know that about like the different levels of like consciousness, I guess. Like you can be downgraded to like a shark because of your bad behavior. That's interesting. It's fucking cool.
Yeah.
Again, that's a good not a tool in the way we talked about earlier, but like a tool in like
controlling
reason for being a good person. Not a tool in controlling.
There are some aspects though, because it's like the thing I don't like about it is that at least the way my mom follows it, that group, the subgroup, is like there's a lot of rules of things you can't do. So like one of the rules is that if you eat meat, you take on all the karmas of the animal you just ate. So that's why at least the people in that group are all vegetarian. Yeah. That's why a lot of Indians are vegetarian, is because if you kill a person, you take all his bad karmas upon you, which that makes sense, right? But if you kill like a chicken and eat it, well, you get all the chicken's bad karmas. And for me, it was like, I mean, my big value is like clean living, clean being healthy. And it's like eating chicken is healthy for me.
Yeah,
so it's
exactly.
like I want to get muscle. So it's like that's where I like drew the line a little bit, where it's like, okay, I'll be a good person and everything, but like I feel like I should eat meat.
And that goes into one of those rules that's kind of like a tool for like control, probably.
Yeah. Or maybe they just really all believe it. I don't know.
Or it's just like they just needed a reason for something. I don't know.
Yeah. But like all the Indians are so skinny fat, bro. It's like you need some protein. So, I don't know. That's a tough one. I don't know.
We're almost at 2 hours.
Are we?
On my thing. Mine was going for like 15 minutes before though.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah. It's a good podcast.
Yeah. I do have to skedaddle soon.
Yeah, that's fine. Well, let me know. You want to go longer, or you want to? What time you want to end? You tell me.
Probably like now.
Okay, that's cool. Well, let's close it. I think that was fun, man. Sweet. Actually gave me some time to go to the gym, so I'm pretty happy.
Oh, nice. Yeah. I went before. I knew I had to. Do this. I was really excited all day.
Yeah, sorry to keep you waiting for months.
Oh yeah, no, it's all good.
I usually don't cancel podcasts, but I can control the last one.
Oh, it's all good.
So.
We can always do another one too.
We could do one next semester, maybe near the end of the year.
Yeah, I'm down. We could do the one with Ben Rosenfield
or Charlie
Copeland. Yeah.
Are you friends with Rob Diaz?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he's like the short Mexican guy.
Oh, you lift with him sometimes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he wanted to do one with Charlie Copeland, so I'm saying if you get the 4 of us, that could be fun too.
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
What the hell are we talking about? We know.
Just gym shit the whole time.
Yeah, we didn't talk about the gym today.
We did not talk about the gym. We can do that next time for sure. That'd be a
definitely.
good starting point.
Well, it's a pleasure, Max.
Sweet.
Finally get this in, and good luck with everything. Good luck on the book. And
appreciate it.
Keep me posted, man.
Sweet, yeah.
I'm so excited.
See you next time, yeah.
Peace.
Fuck yeah.